Welcome back to the Calm Mind channel. In this video, we're diving deep into the philosophy of Stoicism. We'll be exploring how Stoicism can guide us in finding inner peace and resilience in our fast-paced and often chaotic world. So, let's embark on this journey of mastering Stoicism together. But before we begin, let's take a moment to understand what Stoicism truly is. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that originated in ancient Greece and was later embraced by the Romans. It provides us with a powerful framework for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness doesn't come from external circumstances or material possessions. Instead, it comes from within, from our own attitudes and perspectives. The Stoics believe that we have control over our thoughts, emotions, and actions. By mastering our minds and cultivating virtuous qualities, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and tranquility. In today's fast-paced world, where we often find ourselves overwhelmed by stress, anxiety, and external pressures, the philosophy of Stoicism can be a guiding light. It offers practical wisdom and techniques to help us find inner peace, build resilience, and live a more meaningful life. Throughout this video, we'll explore the core principles of Stoicism, the practices that can help us cultivate inner peace, and the ways in which Stoic philosophy can guide us in overcoming obstacles and finding true freedom. So, whether you're completely new to Stoicism or have already dabbled in its teachings, get ready to deepen your understanding and master Stoicism for a more peaceful and resilient life. Remember, true mastery takes time and practice. So, let's embark on this journey together and discover the transformative power of Stoicism. Understanding the Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, founded by ancient Greek philosophers like Zeno of Citium, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, provides us with a practical philosophy for navigating the ups and downs of life. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control and accept with equanimity what is not. This philosophy emphasizes the power of our thoughts and attitudes in shaping our experience of the world. One of the fundamental concepts in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. According to Stoic teachings, we have control over our thoughts, choices, and actions, but external events and other people's actions lie outside our control. By recognizing this distinction, we can direct our energy towards what truly matters, our own character, virtues, and moral choices. Stoicism also places great importance on living in accordance with nature. This doesn't refer solely to the natural world, but also to our own human nature. It encourages us to align our actions and thoughts with reason, virtue, and our innate qualities as human beings. Central to Stoic philosophy is the concept of virtue. The Stoics believed that true happiness and fulfillment come from living a virtuous life. Virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline are seen as the foundation for a flourishing life. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us to embrace impermanence and the inevitability of change. By accepting the transient nature of everything, we can find freedom from attachment and develop a sense of inner peace. As we deepen our understanding of the Stoic philosophy, we begin to see that it offers practical guidance for various aspects of life, including relationships, decision-making, and facing adversity. Stoicism is a philosophy that has stood the test of time, and its teachings continue to resonate in our modern world. By understanding its principles, we can embark on a journey of personal growth and find solace in the face of life's uncertainties. Cultivating inner peace through Stoicism. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the wisdom of accepting the things we cannot control. By embracing this principle, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and find inner peace. Stoicism teaches us to focus our energy and attention on what is within our control, our thoughts, attitudes, and choices. By shifting our perspective, we can choose how we respond to external events and find serenity within. Another powerful practice in cultivating inner peace is gratitude. Stoicism encourages us to cultivate gratitude for the present moment, for the simple joys in life, and for the opportunities that arise. Practicing gratitude helps us shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have, allowing us to find contentment and peace. Mindfulness is another integral aspect of Stoic philosophy. By cultivating present moment awareness, we become more attuned to our thoughts, emotions, and surroundings. This heightened awareness enables us to respond to life's challenges with clarity and calmness. Stoic mindfulness also involves observing our thoughts without judgment. This practice allows us to detach ourselves from negative emotions and gain a clearer perspective on situations. Through acceptance, gratitude, and mindfulness, Stoicism provides us with powerful tools to cultivate inner peace. By nurturing these practices, we can create a sanctuary of tranquility within ourselves, even amidst the storms of life. Remember, cultivating inner peace is an ongoing practice. It takes time, patience, and dedication. But as we delve deeper into Stoic philosophy, we discover that peace is not something external to be found, but an inherent state within us that we can access through the power of our minds. Building resilience with Stoic principles. Life is filled with ups and downs, and Stoicism recognizes that adversity is an inevitable part of the human experience. Stoic philosophy equips us with powerful tools to face these challenges head-on and develop emotional resilience. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is the idea of embracing adversity as an opportunity for growth. Stoics believe that by facing challenges with courage and determination, we can become stronger individuals. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our attitudes, actions, and responses, rather than getting consumed by circumstances that are beyond our influence. By shifting our mindset and accepting that we cannot control external events, we can channel our energy into what we can control, our thoughts and actions. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of managing our emotions. By practicing emotional resilience, we learn to respond to challenges with equanimity and composure. Stoics encourage us to detach ourselves from external outcomes and focus on our own virtue and character. This detachment allows us to remain steady in the face of adversity and not be swayed by external circumstances. Furthermore, Stoic philosophy highlights the value of self-discipline. By cultivating self-control and making conscious choices aligned with our values, we build strength of character and resilience. In the face of setbacks, Stoicism teaches us to view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Stoics believe that setbacks and failures are not to be feared, but rather embraced as stepping stones on the path to becoming better versions of ourselves. By integrating Stoic principles into our lives, we can transform challenges into opportunities, develop emotional strength, and build resilience. Stoicism empowers us to navigate life's storms with a sense of purpose and inner fortitude. Remember, building resilience is a lifelong journey. Stoicism invites us to embrace challenges, harness our inner strength, and emerge from adversity even stronger than before. Applying Stoic practices in daily life. Stoicism is not just a philosophy to be contemplated in isolation, it is meant to be applied in the realm of action. By incorporating Stoic practices into our daily lives, we can live with greater wisdom, purpose, and integrity. One of the key aspects of Stoicism is managing our responses to external events. Stoics encourage us to cultivate an objective perspective, free from excessive emotional reactions, and instead approach situations with rationality and calmness. Practicing the discipline of perception allows us to reframe challenges and setbacks in a more positive light. By consciously choosing to see obstacles as opportunities for growth, we can cultivate resilience and approach difficulties with a renewed sense of purpose. Stoicism also guides us in decision-making. By aligning our choices with virtuous principles and considering the long-term consequences of our actions, we can make ethical and thoughtful decisions that reflect our values. In relationships, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our own thoughts, actions, and responses. By practicing empathy, understanding, and forgiveness, we can nurture healthy connections and cultivate harmony in our interactions with others. Stoic practices remind us of the impermanence of external things and the importance of valuing what is truly meaningful. By embracing the concept of non-attachment, we can let go of material possessions, status, and outcomes, and find freedom in the present moment. Furthermore, Stoicism encourages us to live in alignment with our values and to embrace simplicity. By focusing on what truly matters and decluttering our lives from distractions, we can create space for inner peace, growth, and fulfillment. By integrating Stoic practices into our daily lives, we can approach each day with intentionality, virtue, and resilience. Stoicism provides us with a roadmap for navigating life's complexities, fostering meaningful relationships, and finding purpose in our actions. Remember, Stoicism is not a passive philosophy. It invites us to actively engage with the world and make choices aligned with our values. By integrating Stoic practices into our daily lives, we can transform our existence and cultivate a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Overcoming obstacles and finding inner freedom. Life presents us with countless challenges, both big and small. Stoicism offers us a powerful framework to navigate these obstacles and find inner freedom amidst adversity. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. By focusing our energy on what we can control, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions, we can transcend the limitations imposed by external circumstances. Stoics advocate for the practice of acceptance, accepting the things we cannot change and finding serenity in the face of adversity. This doesn't mean being passive or resigned, but rather acknowledging reality and responding with wisdom and resilience. Stoicism also emphasizes the power of perception. How we interpret and frame the challenges we face greatly impacts our experience of them. By choosing to view obstacles as opportunities for growth and learning, we can transform setbacks into stepping stones toward personal development. In the pursuit of inner freedom, Stoicism teaches us to detach ourselves from external outcomes and societal expectations. By valuing our own virtue, integrity, and moral choices, we can free ourselves from the constraints of seeking validation or approval from others. Stoicism encourages us to focus on the present moment and to practice gratitude for what we have. By cultivating an attitude of contentment and appreciation, we can find freedom from the constant striving for more and experience true fulfillment. Furthermore, Stoicism invites us to confront our fears and develop courage. By recognizing that fear often arises from our own thoughts and perceptions, we can challenge and overcome it, allowing us to live more boldly and authentically. Stoicism reminds us that we have the power to choose our responses to any given situation. Even in the face of adversity, we can choose to respond with resilience, grace, and compassion. Remember, overcoming obstacles and finding inner freedom is a continual practice. Stoicism equips us with the tools to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and resilience, allowing us to live with a deep sense of inner freedom. Conclusion. Stoicism offers us a timeless philosophy that empowers us to find inner peace, build resilience, overcome obstacles, and cultivate a sense of freedom within ourselves. Its principles guide us in navigating the complexities of life with wisdom, clarity, and integrity. At the core of Stoicism lies the understanding that we have control over our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. By focusing on what is within our control and accepting what is not, we can liberate ourselves from unnecessary suffering and find serenity amidst the chaos. Through the practices of gratitude, mindfulness, and detachment, Stoicism teaches us to appreciate the present moment, manage our emotions, and find contentment in what truly matters. Stoicism also equips us with the tools to build resilience. By embracing adversity, making conscious choices aligned with our values, and reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, we can develop emotional strength and navigate life's storms with grace and determination. Furthermore, Stoicism encourages us to live with authenticity, courage, and purpose. By aligning our actions with our values, cultivating self-discipline, and seeking meaning in our lives, we can forge a path of fulfillment and self-actualization. Stoicism is not a passive philosophy, it is a call to action. It invites us to actively engage with the world, make conscious choices, and take responsibility for our thoughts and actions. By integrating Stoic principles into our lives, we can transform ourselves and our relationships, and create a more meaningful and purposeful existence. As we conclude this video series, I encourage you to continue exploring Stoicism, diving deeper into its teachings, and applying its wisdom in your daily life. Remember, Stoicism is not about achieving perfection, but rather striving for progress and growth. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the philosophy of Stoicism. If you found this video series insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content.